There we go. Now it's working as intended. Alright. Oh. It's an afternoon. Make me ready. Well, time to go back to some roots with continuing with brother, going through the raid storyline. And this one embodies what's it called? What was it? Final Fantasy VII and their weapons program. If you remember correctly. Oh no, it's still working. I heard you, Jin. Sorry, I just silently acknowledged it, but you're good. Anyways. In case nobody knows, this raid is kind of... Aww, little aura children. That's cute. Oh, they just disappeared. Okay. Anyways, this one goes all the way back to Final Fantasy VII, I believe. Back when there were these things that floated around, like towards endgame, called the weapons. Anyways. The Ironworks are still at work dismantling the Sapphire weapon and investigating the Turncliffe Magitech facility. Though they have yet to make their report, they may have some news to share at this juncture. Please wait here a moment. We've yet to finish our investigation, but I can give you a preliminary report. Were you able to recover anything of note? Before abandoning the facility, they attempted to destroy anything they couldn't take with them, including many of their research materials. Luckily, some information relating to the Sapphire weapon's combat data was intact. Judging by what we saw during the battle, it was extracted from Regula von Hydrus, correct? It also appears that the Sapphire weapon was actually in an incomplete state, and therefore unable to perform at full capacity. Even so, it was immensely powerful. Had they been given the chance to finish it before we'd arrived, who knows how it would have ended. Indeed, we may not be so fortunate next time, so we must prepare for the worst. The Ironworks will continue to investigate the Sapphire weapon and look into possible countermeasures. The Echo afforded you a glimpse into the conversation between Recon and Rex prior to the weapon's deployment. Do you remember any other details? Hmm. Improvements were made to the synthetic aurosite system to prevent malfunctions. Then it was never their intent to create a manifestation of Nail von Darnus. But there's one thing that was intended. Oversoul. Its activation results in a pilot being absorbed by the core, killing them in the process. Rex and Recon were fully aware of this, were they not? Then death for the pilot was by design all along. Alphonse, how could you? Sacrificing your own siblings to fuel these accursed war machines. Surely there is no cause worth paying such a price. Aye, nothing is more precious than family. This nightmare is far from over. It appears that Rex has fled with the remaining weapons. We can assume that Alphonse has every intention of sending them into battle. We must find a way to disable them before Oversoul can be activated. I've seen enough death. I do not wish to see any more. Hey Jin, I think he's calling you out. You don't... If you and Gaius ever met, he would want to never see you again. Then there is no time to waste. Let's be about it, Gaius. Severa, you're in charge here. Keep Sid and his team safe while they carry out the investigation. Understood. Please see that no harm comes to Gaius. While we're gone, I need you to relay everything to the resistance troops. Your first-hand account should prove useful. If there are any developments, we'll be sure to contact you. I cannot lie, I'm looking the most smooth out of everyone. Like, do you not see my royal rain? These are these are royal armored raiments right here. I kid you not. This is an excellent piece of armor. Assistant Officer at Porta Praetoria. And go back to Garabania. Ow! Wait, did I go to the right place? The locks. Can you hear me though, Jin? I want you to at least respond. Oh, I went to the right place. Welcome back. It sounds like you've been on quite the journey all the way to Turncliffe. And judging by the fact you made it here in one piece, I trust everything went according to plan. What an astonishing account. I wouldn't mind putting that G-Warrior through its paces myself. Certainly a lot more stimulating than supervising this rabble, I'd imagine. Anyway, as before, I'll compile the information into a report and leave it over there for your perusal, should you feel so inclined. If we hear anything from headquarters, we'll be sure to pass it on. Oh, Sapphire Weapon Bust? Oh, it's a tabletop. That's amazing. If I ever get myself some room, yeah. Okay. Oh, I know you're in the shower. Just wanted to make sure you could still hear me. Meanwhile, in the 8th, the 7th Legion. What the fuck? This dude is working out in the office! And they're top. And they have children there? While they're doing push-ups? With no shirt on. I've come to deliver my report, Lord Valens. Oh, so this is Lord Valens. Ha, his top. Wow, everything from shoulder and up is covered in darkness, so we won't know what he looks like. Ah, so you have returned, young Alfred. Or was it Ulrich? It's Alphonse. Oh, this guy doesn't even care to remember. Valens von Vero. This guy, not that it really matters, of course. I hear that you and your darling brothers and sisters have allowed the sapphire weapon to fall into the hands of the enemy. Do tell me it isn't so. I'm afraid that is the case, Lord Valens. Oh, come now. No need to be so sullen. As they say, to err is human, to forgive divine. You know how forgiving I can be when it suits me. So tell me, whatever your name is, who was able to best the sapphire weapon? Our sources state that the one known as the Warrior of Light was assisted by Sid Garland and Gaius von Balsar, my lord. Wow. Gaius. Yes, it seems he's been quite the troublemaker of late. Defecting from Garlemald, assassinating the Emperor. Whatever next? Oh, well. There's no use crying over spilt milk. Speaking of which, I've become quite the connoisseur since arriving in Werlit. This particular variety comes from a rare breed of cow, you know. Only 100 of them in existence, and pampered every day of their lives. Yes, they are quite valuable. Until their milk dries up, that is. When it does, they are sent to the slaughterhouse like all the rest. For that is their lot in life. To be discarded once they have served their purpose. Did I create the ruby and sapphire weapons so that you could deliver them gift wrapped to the enemy? I can see it now. Sid Non Garland rubbing his hands with glee at all the technological marvels we bestowed upon him. And you let Gaius von Balsar of all people get the better of you. How do you think this reflects on me? Legatus of the 7th Legion, humiliated by that traitor. Humiliated, I say. Oh wow, he threw the cup at him, at Alphonse. Oh gosh. There's only one way to deal with worthless provincial filth like you. Wait for me in the correction chamber. You need to be taught a lesson in obedience. Yes, my lord. Forgive my intrusion, Lord Valens, but it's time for your meeting with the head of Magitech Development, an Imperial messenger says. Oh, how time flies when you're whipping useless soldiers into shape. Yes, I'll be along once I've made myself presentable. Can't have people thinking I've let my standards slip, now can I? That's not me whistling. And he just kicked the globe. And the children are appearing scared. Is that armor? Is that his armor? Seems like he had children to keep around in order to help him put on the armor. What are you doing here? Valens von Vero. And this is Ali. Oh, You wish to see me, Lord Valens? Did I now? Ah, yes, that's right. So you're Ally, yes? And you joined the military of your own free will, along with your fellow orphans. Such devotion. What an inspiration you are. You see, it is my firm belief that love grants us the power to move mountains, to overcome any obstacle. Together we shall discover the strength that lies within you. Take my hand, child. I will show you the way. Ooh. Quite literally looking at him like he's a piece of trash. And the door just closed on them. With them still in his office. Blood of Emerald. Oh joy, here we go with another one. Another raid coming. Ah, it's good to see you, Ffxiv. Mary, I'm pleased to report that Master Garland and the others uncovered a fair bit of useful information at the Imperial facility in Turncliffe. In fact, he'd like you to rendezvous with Gaius in the town square, where he'll reveal what they found. Once you're ready to depart, your escort will lead the way. All set for the journey ahead? Yep, travel to Turncliffe. Finished with your shower yet, bro? Now that you are here, perhaps Sid will finally deign to dispense his findings. Severa, inform him of Ffxiv's arrival. Thanks for coming. So what have you discovered? To tell the truth, we were lucky to obtain any information at all concerning the links to which the Imperials went in covering their tracks. You see, the hangar below us was not just used to store the weapons, but played a critical role in their creation. We now know the code names given to the three weapons: Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Obviously, we're all familiar with the first two, but the third is something of an unknown quantity. At the very least, this confirms the existence of another of those abominations. At the very least. What are we waiting for? Let's go after it. The problem lies in ascertaining its whereabouts. None of the locals have seen anything resembling a weapon being transported either by land or air. Which, of course, leaves only one option: the sea. According to what fragmented data we were able to recover, the Emerald weapon is equipped with aquatic abilities, much like the Sapphire, meaning that its escape from Turncliffe would have gone undetected and could potentially be anywhere by now. But if Alphonse plans to have it absorb more primals, the logical choice would be Eorzea. Of course. And traveling by sea would allow him to circumvent the front line at Gimlet entirely. The Alliance must be alerted at once. Hold your chocobos, Severa. Seems that the Emerald weapon was still incomplete when the 7th Legion withdrew from Turncliffe. far more likely that it was transported to another facility in order to add the finishing touches. Okay, welcome back. If your supposition is correct, that would narrow our search to but two possible locations. Castrum Marinum in Thortano Sea, and Castrum Occidens in eastern Lenocia, both of which are known to harbor remnants of the 14th Legion, your former subordinates, Gaius. Be that as it may, our objective is unchanged. Following, you and Severo will make your way to Castrum Occident, while Ffxiv, Mary, and I head for Castrum Marinum. Should we locate the emerald weapon, we'll give the signal to dispatch the G-Warrior and eliminate it before it can be activated. You mean Valens? Sorry to disappoint you, but we're still repairing the damage it sustained during the encounter with the Sapphire weapon. While elegant machinery has its uses, it's a bugger to find replacement parts in a pinch. Oh, I was actually bummed out about not being able to pilot the G-Warrior again. Oh. We've actually been working to expand its already impressive arsenal, but the G-Warrior itself is in no fit state for combat. While I'm aware this is a far more adequate replacement, I can provide an ironworks submersible to help Ffxiv and Gaius reach Castrum Marinum. I'll have one sent ahead to Vesper Bay. A submersible, eh? I don't much like the sound of that. Perhaps Severa and I should count ourselves fortunate that our destination can be approached by land. I pray you have a safe journey. Watch yourself out there, Ffxiv, Mary. It is time we departed. Let us make our way to Vesper Bay. What are you talking about? In our defense, it wasn't watertight. Everything Allegan made is quite literally waterproof. Okay, no, that's a lie, but you're right. Oh, wow. It brought us all the way to Vesper Bay. That's amazing. What's this? All of these are level 50. What? Oh my goodness. I have so many here. Oh my goodness, I have so many quests I still didn't do. I'll do that some other time. Idolins. Okay, Idolins, icons, primals, all the same difference. But I'd say they're actually just very, very powerful. They have the power to quite literally, like, in their own capacities, each of them powerful enough to, I would say, To be honest, I guess it varies, but at minimum, at minimum, able to level a city, to at most leveling a whole continent. Or even the whole world. Oh wow, they're also talking to the Ironworks pilot. This one is also... well. As per Master Garland's instructions, the submersible is ready when you are. But before you depart, I've received some scraps of intelligence regarding your opponent from my colleagues in Turncliffe. He carries its face as a trophy. Wait, what are you talking? You're asking about Asians, not Eidolons. Eidolons, primals, icons. Those are separate things. Asians are the ones he holds as trophies on his belt. That's completely different. The Ashians are... Okay, so the Ashians, they are deathless. Because they are... How should I say this? Except for few members, like 3 members of the convocation, of the original convocation of 13 or 14, I believe, back when Aetheris, before it was sundered. The right, only 3 of them were naturally joined, while the others were remembered, brought back to life from memory. But then everyone else afterwards are subordinates of those, yes. But Gaius only ever hunted the memories of the people that were, you know, that were them. That were originally of Aetheris, but are just walking, talking memories. Yes, that's who he hunts. If Gaius ever met, like, one of the original 3 that chose to stay alive, that remember everything, that were the original Asians, originally of the convocation. No, because Emmett Selk is one of the original 13. He would not be able to touch Emmett if he ever crossed paths with him. Remember, Emmett was on a whole separate level all on his own. He did not need... The only thing he just required, which the Garlean Empire constantly supplied, was just a body for him to hold the vessel of his soul. He would have probably laughed if he was able to. Maybe. Only if, like, only if Emmett ever actually let his guard down like that. But he didn't. Anyways. Apparently it uses some sort of levitating hand-like appendages. 6 of them, in fact. Though we're not quite sure what purpose they serve. It sounds like having eyes in the back of your head might come in handy. But that's all we know, I'm afraid. You have our thanks. After all, forewarned is forearmed. If the emerald weapon has indeed been transported to this castrum, it would need to enter via the dry dock. You shall do likewise. As one might expect, there are measures in place to keep out intruders. but the security systems can be tricked into recognizing us as an Imperial vessel. That said, infiltrating the facility is merely the first step. Should the Emerald weapon be activated, it is only a matter of time before the pilot uses Oversoul. We must silence the War Machina before this happens. And failing that, grant the poor soul at its helm the mercy of a swift death. Had these wounds healed more quickly, I could have gone with you. But I fear I would only slow you down. As such, I shall provide what support I can from afar. Whatever happens, the Emerald weapon must be defeated at all costs. Yep, here it is. Castrum Marinum. Oh boy. This is now a trial. What's this? The seat of sacrifice? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Huh. Oh, right, because this is something that takes place, post, what's it called? Multiple times. You would have, I mean, yes, of course I call him a cunt multiple times. It's deserved. Okay, it should only take 11 minutes, which means more than enough time to check if Tira said anything. Responded, no, he didn't, not in the source, nope, okay. I'm gonna work on something else then. Yeah, I'm still here. Like I said, just having to wait for other people to sign up for the raid. You wanted to chat. Have any questions? I can still see the questions. Make me a hand, make me a hand. How far in the story is this? This is like, I would say this is definitely this is post Shadowbringer. Literally before we even got started on the final days. No, this is not before Dawn Trail. This is before Endwalker. This is after Shadowbringer, but before Endwalker. I can tell because of the level that it says it's on, and because of the other raids that were connected to it. It said level 80. So, and level 80 is the cap for Shadowbringers and the start of Endwalker. So this is post Shadowbringers. The plan after reviving Dipshit is, I guess you could say, we will immediately after reviving him, we will probably what's it called? If anything, why the fuck not? We'll head to the what's it called? Fuck. Oh yeah. First, we did say we'd go to Black Clover, but we could save that for later. If anything, we will go talk to Ingrid. You say that, but again, there's gonna after we revive Tira, it's a year time skip, and during that year time skip is when a bunch of things will happen, and Dawn Trail will have already happened within the span of like 3 months, and well, the other months are technically just going around and about. I know you want her, Jesus, alright. But still, things will have happened. But like I said, time skip will happen. A lot of things will be up in the air, which we'll figure it out, because you know we gotta dance to Tira's fucking tune for now. So we just gotta wait for him to finally decide it's done, and when he can be done with like making shit overpowered as fuck, making himself overpowered as fuck. like hell, I'd let you put SRS logos on that shit. Hmm. I'm so dead ass. I'll like hell. I will let you put any logos on it if it's if it's still an operational piece of technology that I own. What do you mean appreciate the grind? Like what? The to get power. Oh, you say that, but funny enough, I had a private conversation with him, and he did express that he wanted to get more in depth with his with ether basically. So he wanted to spend more time in the source in order to refine his mastery. Make me an addict. True. And if anything, he pisses me off sometimes with this shit. But in any case, um, oh, if anything, I also told Tira like, oh, what exact. I also like how I told you guys the capacity of ether that you guys have. I also told Tira as well. I mean, true. But again, this guy is literally saying he is magic incarnate. So to him, it's like, oh, he understands all magic, can do all magic, and will do all magic. If anything, you just have to. I would say try to talk to him about making his case about that, and not only that, but also I did make it very clear that oh wow, what do you mean until the price comes down? I don't know what you mean by until the price comes down. Oh look, we have a healer in the in the queue with us. One of two. Yay! Now we just have to wait for more to join. There's cause and effect. Oh yeah, isn't there? Hmm. Oh! Hey! Hey! Where's my remote? Where's my remote? Where's my remote? Fuck yes. I don't know what the hell FMAB means. It's jacked up on equivalent exchange. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay. Okay. The moment I read equivalent exchange, I was, oh, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But, okay. Makes sense. Ooh, Danalan. Castrum Marinum. This is it. The Emerald Weapon. Oh. I've been expecting you, hero of Eorzea. Oh, it's Rex. Look, Father. This is the power that we command. Oh, yeah, this is the Emerald Weapon I remember. Mark V Anti-Icon War Machina. This is definitely the Emerald Weapon I remember. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Okay, I gotta pay attention. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. The battlefield got smaller. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Oh boy. We're too close to... Oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh! Ah, shit. Here we go with Oversoul. Balsair combat data ready. Balsar! No way! Alphonse, this is goodbye. Rex, what have you done? Oh shit. Wait, hello. He downloaded the combat data of Balsar to the glory of the Empire. Oh shit. Oh shit, he downloaded his Mrs. Whirler at the time of the invasion. Could the synthetic Orosite be causing it? It created a whole domain going back into the past. Holy fuck. Okay, this is crazy. I love crazy. Yep, this is the adopted father's combat data. Uh-oh. Image of the Black Wolf. Uh-oh. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, the damage done to it did a crazy number on the health bar of the actual emerald weapon. Oh, whew. We did it. Did we? Okay, we did. Yeah, this is definitely how I remember the emerald weapon back in Final Fantasy 7. This was Balsar's kids, right? Yeah, fuck them kids. And so it ends. I'm messing around. I'm joking. JK. Psych. I'm saying psych right now. But why would Rex throw away his life for this? He did not just... You are right. If I am ever to learn the truth, I must concentrate on the task at hand. Of course, we do not need to wait for Sid's analysis to tell us whose combat data was used on this occasion. It galls me to think that my techniques and strategies could be so closely replicated. Nevertheless, the observations I made during the battle may yet prove useful. As a matter of fact, that was not the only information I was able to gather. I intercepted a signal that revealed the troops stationed here were permitted to withdraw, seemingly in return for assisting with the 7th Legion. They must have known that the Alliance would follow the Emerald Weapon here sooner or later, and make good their escape. Yes, I did just say that. Meaning the way is now clear for Sid to inspect the War Machina's remains. War Machina remains. We got here as soon as we could. Not that we could have done anything to prevent this tragedy. From what we know, it seems that the Emerald Weapon was ilm for ilm, a great deal more powerful than the previous two. If this is allowed to continue, who knows what sort of monstrosity the 7th Legion will conceive next. Nevertheless, Ffxiv and Mary has once again proven themselves capable of overcoming the worst the Empire has at its disposal. You may be relieved to hear that Castrum Occidens was free of anything resembling a weapon. Unfortunately, it was also devoid of any useful leads, and we came away empty-handed. In all honesty, part of me wishes we had never found the Emerald Weapon. Perhaps then, Rex would not have been forced to make the ultimate sacrifice. I can only hope that he is finally at peace. We will do what we can to spare others from sharing this fate. His fate. I and the Ironworks will search this place from top to bottom for clues as to the 7th Legion's plans. You want Gaius' gunblade? Yeah. I wish I could. But his gunblade is a personal custom job made by him for him. It's something I'd actually have to do some research into and ask Gaius if he's willing to share the blueprints, and I don't think he is. I'm being honest here, because every other gunblade made so far is made bulkier. I'm so serious, it is. They're made bulkier to have a much more explosive power. But Gaius, he revolutionized his own gunblade to be more for his style and what he can do. How he did it, I don't know. I can ask him. If he's still alive. At the end of this, that is. Agreed. I'll go with you. With that in mind, I'll begin my examination of the Emerald Weapon. Carefully, that is. Oh, shit. Alphonse, you knew all this time, didn't you? Excuse me, sorry. Something went on the wrong pipe. Excuse me. Ms. Sandia on Recon 2. Everyone except me. And you, Rex? Yes, that's what synthetic orocyte system is. The fusion between pilot and core is the key to Oversoul. And unless we use it, we don't have a chance of beating Father's newfound friends. They stand between us and the primals, without which the weapons will never reach their full potential. We thought that if you knew the truth about Oversoul, you'd try to stop us. Of course I would. But what I don't understand is why all of you are so willing to give your lives for the weapon project. What is it all for? Alphonse. It all began the day Father left. Without his guidance, his protection, the Guardians lost any respect they once had for us. But their cruelty pales in comparison to Valen's. To him, conscripts like us are expendable commodities, an endless supply of test subjects for his twisted experiments. But no matter what they do to us, we will never lose hope. If it is the duty of the strong to lead the weak, we will become strong and protect those who cannot protect themselves. Oh, for fuck's sakes. They would have been good people. On our side. The weapon project will give us the strength we need. We will create a world where people like us can live without fear of persecution. I want it. I don't know, fucking... I mean, this happened in the past. You get to see how he actually dies if we actually get to him. We want you to see this new world for yourself, Ellie. Even if we must give our lives to make it a reality. But why me? The years spent serving the Empire have changed us all. Except you, Allie. Even after everything you've seen, you're still the caring, innocent girl we grew up with. More than any of us. You deserve a chance at happiness. That's what we all agreed. I mean it. And if that little girl survives to the end, adopt her. You think I won't? You think I won't? But that also depends, because I think she's not exactly too young, maybe? I'm hoping she is, so she could be my daughter, honestly. Making sure. Then why don't you come with me? If Alphonse and I were to run away now, they'd only force others to take our place. We can't let that happen. This is our way of upholding the ideals Father instilled in us. Our lives are a small price to pay for Wurlit's freedom. No, how can you expect me to leave you behind? I won't do it. We will forever be at your side, Ellie. Rex, take her to the holding cells. Oh, wow. No, let me go. Oh. Oh, man. So win or lose, the plan is to hand over the cash from the father. Is that right? Yes. They'll take Allie into their custody before the Guardians return. While you will be free to pilot the Emerald weapon without her interfering. We can't let her hinder the completion of the weapon project. I'm counting on you, Alphonse. Then don't let our sacrifices be in vain. Wait, does that mean she's still here? Rex, have you forgotten what I told you? You mustn't use Oversoul. I can't lose you too. We both know I can't win without it. Besides, we need the combat data of the Emerald Weapon fighting at its peak if we're to have any chance of perfecting the synthetic Orosite system. You know I'm not the sort to do things by halves. Forgive me, Vex. If anything, it'll be Mary that tells me, because remember, I didn't have the echo this time. Don't you worry about me. If this is where I meet my end, I'll do it with a smile on my face. The rest is up to you, Alphonse. But come on now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, but if they do find, oh, there she is. They found her. This is the girl you spoke of, yes? She was locked in a cell, but I saw no harm in letting her out. I can't say for certain, but it seems she's been through quite an ordeal. Why, Rex? Why? If Rex had survived, I would have happily had him join my honor guard and made my top council advisors. Gaius, once you have extracted the core, we'll take it back to Turncliffe for analysis. Perhaps she should come with us? There's no use in her staying here. Isn't she technically his daughter too? Not only that, but if Gaius still survives even after the end of this raid, technically he will take her back into his custody, so... even if it was as the enemy warrior. Yeah, fair is fair. Youthful civilian, lonely widow. What are these harrowing names? Jesus. Severa is taking care of Allie, but it may be some time until her nerves have settled. If the vision you witnessed is indeed true, Alphonse and Rex locked her away for her own safety. When she is ready, I will know more of what her brother hopes to achieve, and why he must resort to such desperate measures. It's interesting to... It's honestly interesting because of the fact that Gaius himself, long before he came to invade Eorzea, around the time Mary had come into her own, well, legend as the Warrior of Light, and he also had adopted Aura children. That's one of the more surprising things that came to me. Allie's condition has improved somewhat, but she remains in a state of shock. We must give her more time to recover. There was one other thing that I thought you should know. When we checked her for injuries, we saw that her back is covered in welts and bruises. Who did this to her? Oh, gosh. Valens, I assume? It seems she was subjected to beatings on a regular basis, judging by the varied stages of bruising. I dare say this was the work of the Garlean Masters. Of her Garlean Masters. Oh, gosh. Head on a fucking pike. You speak as though you have seen this before. Seen? I have lived through it myself. I was born in Werlet, 23 summers past. My mother was a local woman, but my father was a pure-blooded Garlean and a member of the occupying forces. Though I know very little about him, his rank afforded me imperial citizenship. His acknowledgement of our familial ties was the extent of the responsibility he took for bringing me into this world. Still, It is more than can be said for most of his ilk. My mother and I were shunned by the people of Werlet, who treated us as badly as the Garleans did, if not worse. I thought that if I were to become an Imperial soldier, my position might somehow deter those who cast scorn on my mother, if only out of fear. And so I joined the army. The acceptance I earned was but temporary, however, and my superiors were quick to blame any perceived shortcomings on my savage lineage. Rather than waste time on official count-martials, they administered their own form of corporal punishment. I was eventually assigned to 12th Legion. To the 12th Legion and fought under Xenos Ye Galvis in Alamigo. In the chaos that followed our defeat, I seized the opportunity to flee to Werlet. Oh, she was part of the 12th Legion. She was part of Xenos' army. So that means she was there at the final battle to retake Alamigo. Oh wow. While it was never much of a home, it was all I had. But nothing could prepare me for what awaited. My mother had for many years suffered from poor health and relied on medicine to keep her alive. In my absence, the Garleans had denied her treatment, claiming that it would be wasted on savages. By the time I could return to her side, there was naught I could do. There was nothing left for me in Werlet. I would be punished for desertion if the Imperials discovered the reason for my return, and I was never accepted by my so-called countrymen to begin with. I ran as far as my legs could carry me. It was then that I met Gaius. So that is the truth of it. Other than a few scant details, I knew naught of your past. It sickens me to think that I once fought under the same banner as such vile creatures. I had always believed it to be the duty of the strong to lead the weak. Yet there are those who become drunk on the power afforded by their station and prey on the ones they should protect. Like a canker, this corruption has spread to every part of the Empire. Even those with Garlean blood, such as myself, are subjected to their cruelty. They hold particular contempt for the aura, an easy target for abuse being so few in number. Perhaps, like me, Ali thought she would be spared such treatment once she joined the army. Alas. Did you not hear me when I said that their entire kingdom kinda got fucked over by the fact that Xenos murdered the Emperor and literally let them all fight each other in a massive civil war that tore their kingdom apart? Yeah, and literally Xenos with Van Daniel stood in the Imperial Castle. My bad, I've slept since the. But yeah, no. So he kinda literally just sat there and watched the entirety of Garlemald burn, with Van Daniel working on like his machinations. One of the few things Xenos did right. Yeah, kinda, I guess. I guess, bro. I guess. I only hope that with time, Ali can put the past behind her and make a new life for herself. But for now, all we can do is wait for her delirium to subside. It is Val Dolan's turn to keep watch. Let us ask him if there has been any change. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There we go. That was my bad. That was an accident. Oh boy. Hold on real quick. I'm cleaning my ears. Okay. There we go. I suppose you're here to ask about Ali. Is she well enough to speak with us? As her condition has improved somewhat, I would say so, provided you do not cause her any undue stress. Wait here. Oh boy. I'm honestly hoping Guy still survives, so that he can take responsibility for Ali as a father again. Ali, I am sorry. What happened to Rex? It was my fault. And Lysandria and Recon too. They died because of me and my foolish ambitions. Father, no. This cannot go on. Please, Ali, you must tell me all you know. Of course. First, I need to know what became of you and your siblings after we were parted. So much has happened. It seemed like a lifetime ago. After your disappearance, we were all assigned to the newly formed 7th Legion. Final Fantasy VII. At first, each Legatus was quickly replaced by the next, until eventually a man named Valens von Varro was given command. Oh wow, so... Huh. No Legatus was able to hold command for a long time. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7. 5, 6, 7. 7 of them were Aura. Oh shit. He was sent from the capital, but before that, he was a specialist in experimental magitech weaponry. We later discovered that he was ordered by Emperor Varus to complete a project involving anti-primal war machina, the weapons. But after the Emperor's death, he was free to employ whatever methods he saw fit, and his greed for power only grew. Some even say he is planning to use the power of the weapons to lay claim to the throne. But I think there's another reason for his obsession with the weapon project. Not that he'd ever tell anyone, but he's always muttering to himself that I've been able to put the pieces together. He's jealous of you, Father. Oh! Valens von Varro. I must admit, it was only recently that I first heard that name. Valens used his knowledge of magitech to devise various military strategies. He was given a position in the army and quickly rose to the ranks. That was until one man stood in his way. You, Father. He was one of the candidates to lead the new 14th Legion, but that role fell to you. After that, he was assigned to serve under a far more gifted engineer, Nero, who is in charge of restoring the Ultima weapon. Valens has resented you ever since, going so far as to oppose the ideals you upheld. Where you treated those who serve the Empire based on merit rather than on their race or origin, Valens is adamant that pure-blooded Garleans are superior to all others. It never ceases to amaze me how far some will go in the name of revenge. All that hatred festering away, nothing good could ever come of it. That struck a chord. So the marks on your body are his handiwork. Yes. To Valens and his men, we are no more than fodder for his experiments, playthings on which they can vent their frustrations. Every day is filled with nothing but pain. If I had remained in Garlemald, you would never have been forced to endure this abuse. It's not your fault, Father. We could have fled from Valens if we'd wanted to. After all, we're expendable and easily replaced. The truth is, that's exactly why we couldn't run. In saving ourselves, we would be condemning others. But if we were to stay, to see the weapon project to its completion, we will gain the power to defeat Valens, and then the Empire itself, freeing the world from its tyranny. That way we might start afresh, and find a place we can call home. And not just for us, but for anyone who wishes to live in peace. You would give your lives for a future you may not live to see. We took courage from your teachings, Father. The strong must lead the weak, and we would gain that strength by whatever means necessary. You will fight for the sake of those who cannot. But we knew that you'd never consent to our participation in the weapon project, which is why we couldn't turn to you for help. As the pilots, we're the only ones who are able to stop Valens. We know just how powerful the weapons are. We could use them to bring the world to its knees. Oh, wait a minute. He would use them to bring the world to its knees. My bad. Wrong wording. For real. And his masterpiece is the worst of them all. If only I could get my hands on it, then I could save Alphonse and all of Werlet. Oh, her thoughts. Father, I knew you and Alphonse stand on opposing sides of this conflict, but there must be some way you can help him. He may have called you our enemy before, but he never meant it. He still loves you, Father. You are everything he aspires to be. I have failed him. Failed you all. But I refuse to abandon him to his fate. I will free him from Valens, if it is the last thing I do. Thank you. He needs you, now, more than ever. Listen, Allie. I once sought the strength to rebuild the world as I saw fit, but the ultimate weapon was born not to create, but to destroy. Alphonse must not follow in my footsteps. I know all too well where they lead. I will do all I can to help your brother. Pray, tell me where he is. I'm sorry. I don't know where he could be. In that case, I shall have the Alliance dispatch scouts. Wherever he is, we will find him. As for you, Allie, you must stay here and rest. Wait, you're the one who fought Rex, Recon, and Melisandre, aren't you? We're the ones who threatened your homeland. You only did what you had to do. I have no right to ask this of you, but lend my father your strength. Save Alphonse. I know now why they call you hero. Ah, shit.
Alphonse. I'll do what I must to free you, even if it means going against Father's wishes. But I have a good feeling about his new friend. His new friends. Severa, see that she has everything she needs. They respect guys enough to treat their daughter like as if like as if they're VIPs. Our allies must be informed of these troubling events. I ask you to relay this news to the troops in Garabania. Your loving father act may fool the others, Gaius, but not me. For every life you've saved, you've ended 1,000 more. Or is this your idea of redemption? Call it what you will. For all my transgressions, I believe I still have a part to play. Was I wrong to spare you that day? Will you honor your word? It seems the time has come for the Black Wolf to show his true colors. Oh, time to see if the guillotine will be pulled back, or if the rope will be cut. We recently received word of your victory over the Emerald Weapon. I expect it was another fine display on your part, not that any of us were there to see it. For that reason, we'd be grateful if you could give us a blow-by-blow account, if you wouldn't mind. They want the whole story. Good grief. It sounds like you had an awful lot to contend with. Rather you than me. I shall add this to our ever-growing stack of reports, should anyone wish to review this information ahead of the next sortie. Now, if I may say so, looks like your ordeals have taken their toll. We'll let you know if anything requires your attention. But until then, be sure to get some rest. Meanwhile, in the 7th Legion's correction chamber. Correction chamber? Ah, shit. Alphonse is in there. Three weapons. 3 pitiful displays of ineptitude. Ah! Valens. To make matters worse, one of our prime candidates, your precious sister, no less, has escaped. And who should she go crawling to but that swine Gaius? After everything I've done for her. He was about to slip and say everything I've done to her for her, and this is how she repays me. As her older brother, it's your responsibility to instill some discipline in her, and you failed miserably. Uh-oh. Well, don't just stand there, boy. Oh, of course. It's your first time, isn't it? Come along. There's no need to be shy. Do we finally get to see this bastard's face? Oh yeah, he looks like a right despicable bastard. You see, something wicked has taken a hold of this young man, and it's our job to cleanse his troubled spirit. It may look painful, but it's the only way, I assure you. He'll be ever so grateful, and you want him to get better, don't you? There's a good boy. Now, let's try again, shall we? Burn out the bad, burn out the bad. Burn out the bad, burn out the bad. Burn out the bad, burn out the bad. Burn out the bad, burn out the bad, burn out. I can't say it no more. Well done. You've all made Father proud. Very proud. He's imitating Gaius as well, with children of his own. This motherfucker is old school lie. Him. I want no. I'm pretty sure I did something unspeakable to this bastard. Because if anything, I know for a fact that Mary would have seen everything he's done with her Echo and judged him. But we'll save that. We'll save that for if and when we get to him. He even has a child smiling. As for you, I thought you were a cut above the rest of the savages, but it appears I was mistaken. And since you allowed that wretched sister of yours to escape, it falls to you to act as her replacement. I choose you as the next pilot, and your mission is simple. Kill Gaius von Balsar, whatever it takes. And if you so much as entertain the idea of betraying me again, I'll exterminate every last one of your kind. Like the vermin they are. Okay, yeah. You probably didn't even get to him knowing Mary. Oh. If anything, you know for a fact that if she feels this fucker deserved it, like you see that motherfucking face? If she feels he deserved it, she would have let me know everything. Just so that, you know, he'd suffer. Having said that, we will be forcibly initiating Oversoul using Xenos' combat data. Oh fuck! Their next weapon? Mary probably hung him with his own interest. Their next weapon is going to be using Xenos' combat data. So whatever schemes you may be hatching will never come to pass. All you need to do is sit back and let the synthetic Orosite system do the work, with you as its conduit. You should thank me for allowing me to become part of my masterpiece. Your worthless existence will finally have some semblance of meaning. Oh shit. Lord Valence, Preparations for the Oversoul trials are complete. We await your orders. Splendid. There's never a dull moment around here. Now then, boys, who'd like to see something special? Come along, everyone. Father has secrets to share with you. Oh, jeez. And he just left him on the floor like that. Yeah. And the fact that he still moved was all that was needed for him to know, okay. For him to just still believe that he was alive. That was it. Motherfucker. This is my chance, and it's all thanks to the sacrifices made by my dear siblings. Finally, the weapon will be mine to command. Once it has reached perfection, I will be unstoppable. First Valens, then the Empire itself will fall, and we will be free at last. Father, keep Ali safe. Sandia, Rekkun, Rex, I'll see this through to the end. I promise. Those in the reflection of his eye were his siblings that passed. Until then, watch over me. Oh, fucking hell. This has that gut-wrenching that heart-wrenching feeling that Final Fantasy VII made me feel when I played through it. They did something good with this one, I swear. What is this? What's going on? So, is it ready or not? The trial sequence has been primed, sir. Then get on with it. Initiating synthetic oversight system. Loading diamond weapon simulation. Ah, shit. What's going on? A Whirlet pilot. You're helping us with a little research is all. Whatever your name is. The time has come for you to contribute to the glory of Garlemald. This isn't what we agreed. You said that if I took part in the experiment, you'd let my family go. And that's his family right there. Oh, Jesus Christ. You have Xenos' data loaded, yes? Activate Oversoul and be quick about it. Understood, Lord Valens. Galvis combat sample ready. Initiating organic core overwrite. Oh. Oh. The mind is no. This is what it takes to protect you both. I love you. I'm so sorry. Oh. What was that black ichor floating off of him? Where is my prey? Oh. Oh shit, where is my prey? Organic core overwrite complete. Xenos Yay Galvis data loaded. Oh shit. Yeah, that sounded like Xenos, alright. The subject is instinctively bound to seek out prey, right from the outset. Regardless of the combat prowess it may boast, I need an obedient servant, not a ravenous beast. Enough. Shut it down. Deactivating synthetic orocyte system. Oh. Oh, gosh. He was no longer human. How revolting. What a mess it makes of the cockpit. Adjust the settings to prepare for another run. Fortunately, we have the next test subject ready and waiting. He would use the whole family. Okay. But sir, you agreed to release his family in exchange for his cooperation. My, I never knew you had such a wonderful sense of humor. Great Valens von Varro bargaining with savages? Huh. More fool him for trusting me in the first place. This motherfucker. Valens von Varro. You said head on a pike, right, Jin? Nah, a head on a pike is too basic for a guy like this. Hey, don't you look snazzy? Oh, you wouldn't waste a feather? I'm sorry, but these fists are rated E for everyone. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna end it here, broski. And I'm gonna focus on leveling up Dragoon. Whoops. What was the name again? Valens von Varro. Okay. Hold on. Good night. If anything, I'm just gonna draw up a I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT if and when we caught up to Valens von Varro, what me and Mary did to him. Good night.